One of the most popular topics that we've covered on the podcast has to do with conflict and how to manage those conflicts. Let me share with you some of the guidance we've received over all these years. First, see the situation as a problem to be solved. It's not a competition, it's not a battle. When you're trying to solve a problem, it's about inviting the other person to collaborate. When you work together, you are not only likely to come up with a better solution, but both parties are more likely to actually adopt the solution. Problems are what we focus on, not the people. It is so easy to attribute negative things to the person. They're stupid, they're obstinate. Instead, it's about the problem, not the people. You have to listen, and listen deeply. It turns out, often, we are closer than we actually think to the person we're having conflict with. We just build up in our head their side of the story instead of actually listening. So listening is critical. And then finally, we have to understand the prioritization of the other person. How important is this to them? I learned a technique many years ago from some friends. And what they do when a potential conflict arises is they immediately stop and they declare how important this issue is to them on a scale from 0 to 10. And if they find similar numbers, then they proceed and they try to collaborate and solve the problem. But if their numbers are different, perhaps they don't have a fight over it. I'll give you a simple example. Imagine I want to go out for a meal at a Mexican restaurant, and my wife wants to go out to a meal at a Chinese restaurant. Well, if for me it's a 3 and for her it's a 7, there's no conflict. But if we both want to go with a 7, then we have to have a conversation. So there are specific things you can do to help reduce the conflict in your life and to manage that conflict that does arise. First, see it as a problem to be solved. Second, focus on the problem, not the people. Listen deeply. And then finally, make sure you understand your priority and the other person's priority.